What would you recommend that a listener or a viewer do if they want to become more radically authentic?
So yeah, writing down the full body fuck yes things and
What
seeing,
isn't
and
that? Yeah.
yeah, what isn't a full body fuck yes, because you'll start to really look at your whole life around areas that you're doing things that you just are doing, questioning everything, question your shoulds, questioning why do I go to the play basketball with this guy and because he constantly just puts me down all the time and questions me, like, and so you're starting like, and I guess for me, and the tangible things is like for your full expression. And see, the thing is that I think sometimes people get a little bit, because for me, I am very loud and expressed, so sometimes people go, oh, my self-expression doesn't look like that. And that's perfect. Like, it's not to look like mine. I think your self-expression is that you feel so confident in knowing who you are and that you have ultimate boundaries around your time and where you spend it.
Because for you, when you first started to be your radically authentic self, it did look like, hey, I'm going to do this live sharing this big vulnerability, or I'm going to express my emotions on a live and break down and cry, or I'm going to say this thing that I'm holding shame around. But for someone else, their radical authentic expression could be saying no to playing basketball with that guy, or saying, or stop going to the gym because you've been told that's what you should do, and take up a pole dancing class, or start a sport that you really love to play that's going to actually allow you to have the same physical fitness, but you're going to love doing it. Yes, that's a really beautiful distinction.
It's almost like getting a fine-tooth comb over your whole life and really seeing like where you're still doing things that are not, because if you don't feel, here's what I've been like journeying, because I always, you know how you get obsessed with your own work. It's like, why am I comfortable with being so fully expressed? Because I believe you need to hold a level of safety. And I don't believe that anyone can make us feel safe. Like, I don't outsource my safety. I know in a lot of the work, there's like this level of, you need to provide a safe container, but I don't actually believe, in my perception, that you can ever hold someone in full safety. Like, that's about bringing yourself up to it. But the reason I feel safe to be in my full expression is because I've got me. So getting a fine tooth comb over your whole life means that you're really like if you didn't know me and you were projecting, and I was being my full self, and you were projecting your shit at me, like you're projecting, oh, you're a lot, or you're too much, or you say weird things, like, then if I didn't have me in that moment, then I would dumb myself down and my expression would go down.
So when you say, if I didn't have me, you're saying, if I didn't know myself and own myself at the highest level, then I might actually not have enough clarity on the fact that that's my authentic self to then actually take that on, because I didn't know that that was my authentic self. So when they questioned it, I also questioned it, and then I dealt my light. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Love
So
that.
I think full expression is about like literally finding out who you are. Like, it's going to take a long time. You're going to have to like break down every belief system that you think you know about yourself, and do all the profiling and do all the things, and to really give yourself more permission, so that, and to hold your boundaries.
Yeah. And
One
thing that came up for me there is, if there's any part of yourself that you're scared has to change, or that you kind of like, someone says, oh, maybe you shouldn't do this, and then it really freaks you out, you found yourself in an attachment or an identity where, so say for me, when I was doing a lot of work with a meditation teacher, Laura Poole, who was incredible. She got me on my meditation journey, thanks to my ex-partner, Danny, recommending that I did this course. And she was like, for example, Ryan, like, what if you didn't run your business? And I was like, motherfucker, you say what? Not run my business. It's like, I would never shut this business down. And that was a truth for me at that point. It was like, I would never. This is my whole life. And that was true for me then. It was my whole life. And it was an impossibility. And so
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that are listening, if there's something that for you is an impossibility that it wasn't there, that's when it's healthy to look at that and actually potentially, and it's up to you, you can make the discerning call on it, but to create some space away from it so that you can learn to love yourself unconditionally and then reincorporate it because it's still you, but in a way that's without those mega attachments and that mega control and that identity being enthralled and wrapped around it.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, or do you like?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I think anything that, I love, and I know you're the same. It's like the reason I believe we've become really incredibly powerful leaders is because we're willing to face off with all the things that scare us.
Yes.
And, if anyone listening, if it's like they're wanting to step into that confidence, it's like you've got to move in, in the level of consciousness scale. It's like moving from neutrality to courage, so courage is the
Emotional frequency
key.
chart.
Yeah. David Hawkins. It's like courage is the key to moving beyond fear.
Yeah.
That's that first jump,
Yes.
so just like highlighting people, like just take the first step. And so
Yeah.
now, we love to stretch ourselves into as much courage as possible because we know that every time we do it, this is the game playing now. We're just testing the universe. So we're like, okay, I'm going to speak in front of this, or I'm going to get naked in front of these people. And then we just like, our nervous system just goes, okay, because it's all about holding your nervous system. Like, okay, I'm safe.
Yes.
I can breathe.
Yes.
I'm safe. So it's for people out there, if that fear is becoming you, just lean into that courage, just keep leaning in, and just, the more you test, the more you're just going to feel safe.
Yeah. I love that. And that's such when you say that's the first step, like it really is, because it is such a big step